Hi Uma, how you doing? How was your or Uma, sorry. How was your what was your question, sorry? I saw you put in a question before. Also Adams, the mic better now. I turned it up a bit. Should be better. Sorry about the stream crash by the way. Um yeah, first ever time doing it, so I think the quality I was streaming out was like 8K or something, which it just isn't needed for a forex stream. Um I think that was the reason as to why it crashed. I've put it down slightly now. Um as expected, basically start of the week, all USD pairs are basically pumping. DXY has shat itself, but I think we all expected that anyway. Hi Daniel Smith, typing your question? Okay, cool. Yeah, just when you send it, I'll give you an answer. Is anyone taking any trades today? For me, I was meant to take this buy on Euro. I was just out. I was buying a new laptop and I got home and was setting it up. I may look for an entry on one of these fair value gaps, as long as it doesn't take this level first. I'd quite like an entry here. Whether or not we come back down to that level, I'm not sure, but that's the level that I would like to enter at if I possibly can. We also have very slight, I don't want to reach obviously, but this would be a unicorn setup, so we could enter off of here with our stop loss. There. And TP could be all the way at the high here. So a 2.5R, when I'm trading I typically go for about 2.5R to 3. Don't tend to go much higher than that. I used to trade like 5Rs on the 1 minute time frame. I did have success for that, but now my style now is a lot more conservative, higher risk but less RR. So I'm new to forex. My model I backtest, so use market execution. It's easy to use trading view because you use into. Yeah, so market execution, it comes down to the broker. To be honest, if you're using prop firms, market execution is typically worse than it is on limit order, for example. Limit orders do work better. Trading on the 1 minute time frame, I mean, I could recommend you some prop firms that have low spreads, but most of them, the spreads are going to be higher on MT4, MT5. That's just how the prop industry is at the moment. If you want the best market execution, I would suggest using either C Trader or Match Trader to get the best results on market execution. Otherwise, if you do use limit order on either TradingView or MT5, you should be fine. Yeah, I didn't want to use the pump so early as well. I was looking at this 1 hour fair value gap, but I was trying to get all my new laptop set up and get ready for the stream as well, and I just kind of missed it. I do still think we're going to take out the high that I've marked and this high, so I will still be looking for an entry. It's obviously a bit riskier now than it would have been a while ago, and that's whether or not it does come down to this entry also. There's obviously this 5 minute fair value gap here. However, I don't really see any point entering off of that. I'd rather wait for it to come back down into the 15 minute unicorn model. This is our breaker block here. If you don't know what a breaker block is, it's basically, well, the easiest way for me to describe it is a failed order block. So it's an order block that was not respected. Basically, the inverse fair value gap of order blocks, if you're familiar with inverse fair value gaps. The easiest way to use market execution, there isn't really an easy way to use market execution on MT4, MT5. It's just you're going to have to put up with the spreads and maybe allow for either a wider stop loss or reducing your risk slightly when entering. I do use the website Baby Pips to work out my risk. God, I can't type today. I would use this website when you're calculating risk. It's very easy. So say you got a 100k prop account or 10k prop account, you want to risk 1%. It tells you exactly how many lots you should be risking. You might just have to put, instead of 1%, maybe put 0.9 just to allow for your slippage. Thoughts on gold? Let me have a look at gold 1 second. I'm not a massive gold trader. The 4 hour is where I basically determine my bias, by the way. Trade copier from broker. No, that doesn't make any difference because you're still using a different broker. You think it's going to fill the new week opening gap? I'll come back to gold. To be honest, I think we've already kind of mitigated that gap because we filled the 50% of that fair value gap there. I think we're just going to take these buy stops here and then potentially have a slight reversal, maybe fill the gap. But I do think we're going to be bullish this week on dollar pairs. Yeah, in terms of the trade copier, you're still having to deal with broker conditions, whether or not you're using a raw spread account on a different broker, let's say. It doesn't make any difference, unfortunately. Sorry I couldn't give you a more helpful answer to that question, but yeah, it just is what it is on that. I'm also getting into a bit more swing trading, ghosting. Just fits my style a lot more now that obviously I have, well, the prop takes up a lot of my time at the moment also. We could see a slight push down off of this fair value gap and maybe take these sell stops on gold. However, I wouldn't really be trading it myself at the moment. I'd wait for either this low to be taken or this high to be taken before I actually start trading gold. Alternatively, if I was going to short gold, I wait for it to come up to this fair value gap here. I wouldn't be entering right now. I haven't actually looked at news today, so 1 second. No news, so a bit of a slower day. Hopefully we can get a clean entry on Euro. Hi Blaze, how you doing? Yeah, hopefully we can get this entry on Euro. Yeah, sorry, Elliot, that I can't give you a better outlook on gold at the moment, but I don't want to tell you to sell gold right now when it's not something I do myself. Just how gold is right now, I wouldn't personally be entering at the moment. I'd wait for either this high or this low to be taken before looking at a trade. Yeah, EU on news days are a different beast. On non-news days, sorry. You can never get a clean trade. Like this move here was so clean, but I guarantee that when it comes back down to my entry that I'm just going to get absolutely, it's just going to consolidate like this till the end of the day. And they're the most annoying trades as well. So my model is based off inverse fair value gaps for you. How do I use pending order? So on MT5, 1 second, let me just get it up on my phone. Best firm I traded with, obviously I'm a bit biased. The conditions wise funded by traders is the best in the industry. However, we are a new firm, so I understand if you don't want to try us out straight away. Other than FBT, I'd say just stick to either FTMO or Funded Next. However, Funded Next have got a bit of backlash on potentially dying payouts recently. So honestly, my two recommendations at the moment are either Funded Next, or not, sorry, FBT or FTMO. Let me just get my MT5 up here. So to do a, sorry, it could be, to do a pending order, go over to trade here. Hopefully that's in focus. And then from trade, instead of market execution, just hit that buy limits option at the top. Hopefully Euro just doesn't react off this fair value gap and go up. I would like to see push down into this zone at least. But yeah, as I said earlier, to be honest, I think we've probably filled enough of the new week opening gap for now. I don't see it pushing down into fill this anytime soon. Maybe after we take one of these highs up here, but not for now. Voice is too low. I've got a proper mic. It might just need to be turned up a slight bit. Is this? Let me know if that's better now. I've just turned the mic up. I can turn it up all the way if needed. Hear you loud and clear? Cool. Perfect. Let me just have a look at GBP USD. Seems to basically have done the same as Euro, obviously. Again, if I was going to enter on GBP USD, I'd do it off of this fair value gap, aligning with Power of Three's bearish. Yeah, I personally don't really trade Power of Three. I know that's Gatey's thing. We all trade in different ways. That would be my entry here. Obviously I can't get payouts with FPT. I'm the owner, so I use my own brokerage account at the moment. However, I do use FPT just to test the conditions, and journal accounts also, just to make sure that we're always providing the best service for traders. And I do believe that at the moment, obviously. But I understand obviously what is happening in the prop firm space and why people are probably skeptical to buy with a new firm. Where should you place the orders? So let's say you're using this fair value gap as an inverse fair value gap, and you see your trade or your entries here. So what you want to see is this, right? As soon as this candle closes and it's below the inverse fair value gap, you should set your sell limit on this, like so. And that's how you should be using limit orders for your inverse fair value gap. Have a meetup in Dubai? Awesome. I'm going to be in Dubai, so I'm currently in London. I'm going to be in Dubai in January. There's a IFX forex expo in Dubai, so I'll be there then. Sorry, just replying to a couple messages. Thank you for your message on Discord as well, by the way, Blaze. Yeah, the car's at a impound about 4 hours away from my house, so that's not ideal, but everything that was stolen is all material. It's more important that everyone's health is okay than material. It's obviously annoying because there was a lot stolen. My laptop, I couldn't work last night, which was very, very annoying. But obviously got a new laptop this morning and I'm back, so that's all good. FBT office is in Dubai, yeah. Investors live out in Dubai. I live in London. In terms of any questions you have about FPT or any just trading questions in general, either just message me on Discord or ask when I'm live on YouTube. Happy to answer any questions. What car was it? It was a BMW X3M. It was actually my dad's car. We booked a just a weekend in London for like pre-Christmas with my dad, mum and sister. Luckily my car was still at home, so it wasn't my car that was smashed, but it was all my stuff inside, which was annoying. Yeah, in total my stuff, in total things stolen alone came to about 50,000. Not sure I like the look of GJ at the moment, to be completely honest. I think we're just bullish on pretty much most things that aren't USD pairs. Oh, sorry, that aren't USD, then a pair after. So EU I'm bullish, GU I'm bullish, GJ I'm also bullish. How's gold looking? Not really moved since I last looked. Yeah, I think I'm just going to be waiting for one of these entries here to form on either GU or EU. How am I doing this month? I'm up about 20% on this month, but I do risk high, so I risk 2% per trade. So for whoever was talking about power of 3 at the moment, have a look at your accumulation that we're currently experiencing, distribution, a manipulation distribution. And as Gatey said as well, because I'm guessing a lot of you in the stream right now from Gatey's Discord, you see power of 3 and everything, whether you intend for it or not. Yeah, DXRI reacted lovely off of this 1 hour fair value gap. Before GT, my face is literally on my Twitter. My profile picture on Twitter is my face. I just have a longer beard at the moment because I can't be bothered to go to the barbers. I've got a trip to Poland for the snow next week, next Tuesday, so I'm going to get a fresh beard and haircut before then. How do you add spreads? You can't add spreads to anything, right? So spreads are unfortunately just, that's how a broker makes money, is by offering spreads. I know on a prop firm account it's a bit dumb as to why spreads would exist, but obviously the prop firm also has to make money, right? On FBT we do have the lowest spreads in the industry, I will also add. But you just have to, if spreads are high, like a lot of spreads are quite high on gold, for example, you've just got to, in your position size calculator, just put 0.9% rather than 1% if you're risking 1%, and use that so you don't end up over risking. Forex Demon, I'm not sure about that, Gatey, but I was pretty okay, shall we say. But no, I'm getting back into the full-time trading also. I'm just hoping that we don't take out these levels before retracing a little bit. I just really don't like this this fair value gap here. We could end up reacting off of it, but my RR would just be too bad. It's not a trade that I'd end up taking. I don't like putting my stop loss at the bottom of a fair value gap, so my stop would either be under this low or all the way down here, and that's just not a trade that I want to take personally. However, it could still come in, so yeah, I don't put my stop loss at like fair value gap highs or lows. Please don't worry. Look at Naz. Here we go, Gatey will love this. Look at this for accumulation. He's creaming right now looking at this. Distribution, oh, manipulation, sorry. Sorry, I always get it messed up. I know it's AMD, but I always say distribution before manipulation. Hi Steve. Yeah, it's not an easy road, but I'm sure if you put the time in, you've got the not motivation, because motivation isn't what you need. Motivation is temporary, discipline's permanent. If you've got the discipline, you put the time in, then anyone can do it. I'm not particularly a super smart guy. I just started young and have put the hours in. New York time. It should be back to normal now, because I believe in the USA they've had their daylight savings now, so it was off for like a few weeks, but it should be back normal now. On your chart, have you made sure you're set to UTC? True words. I know Blaze, very spiritual guy. I'm just really hoping that the doesn't run without us, in which currently it looks like it's doing. We could potentially look for a short-term sell above this level. We just have to see what DXY is doing at the time. Could take, once this low has been taken, be about the same time as to when Euro takes this high. So we could alternatively look for a trade off of that, but only a short term thing. I wouldn't want to swing trade off of it. You come after 28th of November? Where are you? Where, sorry? To get FPT to the top. Yeah, I do believe that within 6 months we'll be in that top 10 list that everyone looks at when they go to buy a challenge. If Umar, if you do want an account that's got very, very low spreads, I do recommend FBT. We do have a two offers at the moment. There's a buy one get one free, and there's also a 30% off. Just go on the Twitter or Gatey's Discord, or you can just ask in chat if you want to know what the discount code is for either of those. How to manage college exams and trading. So I didn't go to college. I was not luckily, but I was full-time forex trading. I didn't have to go to college. So I can't really answer that question for you, sorry. How are you doing? I'm just gonna call you Lord Crypto. Sorry, I don't want to be rude, but I don't know how to pronounce your name. I know that's your Twitter name, so I'm just gonna call you Crypto. Actually, I think. But how are you doing? Do you trade just one session, Blaze, or are you over multiple sessions? Because within college, you obviously you have a timetable. So if your timetable allows for you to trade, let's say London Open or New York Open, just find a strategy or model that works for you at London Open or New York Open. Don't try and force trades whilst you're in your lectures, because you only end up losing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce. I'm really sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you'll always be Lord Crypto in my heart. So yeah, alert limits also works. Just make sure, obviously, I'd always say studies come first. I know the end goal is always forex, but you always have to think about your plan B also. Luca, how you doing? This is my best friend, everyone. I've known Luca for like 5 years. No, more than that, sorry. I've known him for so long. Yeah, no scalps. You should be fine then. Yeah, I set some trades at the end of last week on AUD and USD JPY. They ended up winning, but obviously I didn't hold them over the weekend. So we'll look at GU on the 5 minute. Just got back from school, very nice. Yeah, I think it was kind of expected though, the jump in DXY. I think a lot of people are just generally bullish on EU and GU at the moment as well. But with the pushes we've obviously had with DXY, I think it was kind of expected that was going to happen. Today is going to be just a slow day though, because we do have no news at the moment. We have some news tomorrow, so hopefully I can find the time to go live tomorrow also, because trading will probably be a bit better. Yeah, I mean, if it's your final year and you finish in May anyway, there's no point dropping out. You may as well finish it, get your degree, and yeah, it was never really big in my family whether I went to college or university or not. So if it was, then I would have done it, but that wasn't ever really a factor. So if you buy an account, you get one free within 30 minutes to 1 hour of your purchase. It is a manual process for us, so you do just have to allow us that 30 minute to an hour window. Use code BOGO at checkout. That's BOGO, and that's how we know for the people to basically give those accounts to. What size account were you looking at getting? Just a waiting game. It's annoying because on this, I've not even set up Spotify yet on this laptop. Usually I'd have music on, but not today. I'll set that up for tomorrow, so it's a bit more entertaining. Just check everything is good. Yeah, Luke, do you not see that the car got broken into yesterday and my laptop got stolen? I had to buy a new one this morning. To be honest, Blaze, that's probably yeah, this is my limit set on EU. No, it was when we went out for some food, and then got back and the car was smashed in. This is my limit on EU, yeah. I will remove it if DXY takes this low before EU taps in. But hopefully we'll see DXY retrace into one of these fair value gaps here. That's a large limit. Yeah, I mean, it can all happen with it. This will still happen. It's what? Only 2 p.m. So, yeah, not financial advice. I risk 2% Blaze, so like if this wins, it's 5%. I don't need to go for like 1 minute scalps, for example. Yeah, I am bullish on the higher time frame from EU. Mainly because of DXY, to be honest. We've taken out so much liquidity. The way the week opened up also, we had multiple hits of fair value gaps bullish. If we break below this low here and close below this low, it'll set me up for the week to just be bullish. When you trade EU, you shouldn't really be looking at EU itself. Well, you obviously should, but you should just be forming your bias based on what you think DXY is going to do, rather than looking at like PDAs on EU, for example. You then use those PDAs like this 1 hour fair value gap to then make your entry, but your bias should always be formed off of DXY. Indices were so messy last week. Yeah, I haven't really looked at indices too much, but I'm sure they were. Let me have a look at NAS. I do think this is just AMD, but I can't really see a clear level as to where we're going to sell off. So there's not going to be an entry there for me. There's nothing on the 4 hour either. Yeah, I think there's going to be sells, but I just don't. I mean, we're in a daily fair value gap. That's quite a stretch that's quite a reach. I guess you got BPR. But it's quite kind of a reach to just sell off because it's been the entire day so far. 9:30, yeah. Using Gatey's new model. I know a lot of you are from here. You've had your accumulation. You've also had your manipulation before the market open. So in his ideology, at market open, we'll actually have that pushed down, rather than waiting for like 10 a.m. let's say. See you, Blaze. Thanks for joining. Sorry, what was the question again, Umar? Gonna watch AM session. Awesome. Hopefully I'll be live. But yeah, we should see Nas have that. What's it called? Reversal at market open as opposed to 30 minutes later. Yeah, NQ is definitely going to sell off. It's just when. Like I said, there's nothing on higher time frame to really like sell off of right now. Not 100% sure what I'd even look for at the moment. But look how choppy this was last week. I see what you mean. The whole of last week was so choppy. The only thing you can really base it off of right now, and it would be a risky trade, is if there was something like this to happen where we then broke beneath this low and then had some sort of PDA here. But I'm not going to take that. There's nothing on the higher time frame for me to go off of. Cash, laptop, headphones, loads of clothes, shoes, everything. About the normal New York time at -4. It is 5 hours behind. If you're looking at UTC, it is 5 hours behind. It was only -4 for a little bit when daylight savings hadn't happened in US. But no, it's back at it is back at -5. And this is what trading is, by the way. I know it's probably not the most enjoyable thing to watch, but we found a trade that I actually want to take, and the limit's there. And it's just a waiting game. The reason people lose is because they're impatient. They try and force trades. Like a lot of people would have entered on any one of these fair value gaps. Like an impatient trader would have seen this whole move up and they would have entered off of this fair value gap, right? And that's just not, in my opinion, not what you should be doing. Luca, have you ever played Yahtzee? The dice game. Yeah, so me and my dad are literally addicted to Yahtzee, right? We play so many games every day, and he had it in his suitcase, and his suitcase got stolen. And that was probably the most depressing thing that got stolen was our Yahtzee board. Now we have to wait till Wednesday for another one to come. I'm gonna set up Spotify. Also, the Scripts concert was so good. Enjoyed it loads. I'll set that up over here. Let me know if you can hear it when it comes on, by the way. One second, I'm setting up Spotify. Put that back on. It depends around your schedule, Mitchy or Mikey. What time zone are you in? Are you wanting to trade London session? You wanting to trade New York session? What times you wanting to trade? And I can recommend you what time within that session when I think is the best time to trade. So me in London Open now changed to 3 AM instead of 2 AM? No, it's still 3 AM. Wait, sorry, where are you from in the world, Umar? This is my cope. This is my cope playlist, Luca. A bit of Ken Carson. Right, Spotify, cool. Thank you. If you've got any song requests as well, I'll play them. GU looks like it could be coming down. I'm going to set my limit now. Let me look at DXY. Yeah. Luther FN. Alright. Actually, I'm going to play... Because I went there on Friday night, I'm going to play this. Expecting every single person to leave now after this song. Just set my alert quickly. GU instead of EU? Yeah, I think, well, I have both. I think they're both going to do the same thing, to be honest with you. Gold stumps wild. Let me look at gold. Jesus, cool. And there's me telling at the start of the stream not to sell gold yet till it takes one of the lows. Brilliant. Not financial advice. Send you your reason. Use my different Discord, by the way, now. Because I don't have access to that Discord that you sent it to. Or send it to me on like somewhere else that's not Discord, if you can. I do think NQ dumps, by the way. I'm aligned with you on it. I think it's going to happen on open though, rather than waiting.
With my gut in the knot, 'cause heard that you're happier. Hope that you're sleeping well, knowing I'm not.
9:30. It will just.
I'm doing too much.
I don't know. I think it's just gonna dump straight away. Personally. We'll see, yeah. It's the only reason I say it is because we've had the manipulation before market open. If we had just accumulated up until market open, then I'd be completely with you. It's just that it happened prior. Oh, it's Kendrick and see that. Oh, Scissor. Very nice. Very nice. By the way, Luca, my sister's got 2 spare tickets to Olivia Rodrigo if you want to go with me. Yeah, it's planned to trade London session. Obviously, I just couldn't do it today. I do trade both though. Depends what happens in the morning. I'm not currently in this trade, but I'm looking to get into it. I'll explain. So on DXY, we had this new week opening gap. So that's what this massive gap between these 2 candles is. So this is our new week opening gap. We mitigated 50% or near 50% of that on DXY and then continued lower. We then also reacted off of this bearish fair value gap and pushed lower and broke structure to the downside. We confirmed breaker structure because this candle closed below this low here, and we're now pushing down towards this low and this low on DXY. EU and GBP USD will basically 9 times out of 10 do the opposite of what DXY is doing. So I'm looking for buys on EU and GU. So if you go on EU, we also had, like on DXY, this 1 hour fair value gap, but instead of a bearish one, we had a bullish one, and we pushed up off of it. We then broke structure to the upside because we broke this high here, and this candle closed above it. That left us with this fair value gap and this breaker block acting as a unicorn model. We could have entered on this fair value gap here. However, the risk to reward is just not there for me, so I wouldn't have done it, which is why I'll only enter if we hit this lower fair value gap and breaker block. The same as on GBP USD. What do I think about gold's distribution? Now that we've taken the low that I said earlier, we took the these lows very nicely. And we've now dropped into this 4-hour fair value gap. We'll just have to see how it reacts off of that. So far it's obviously reacted very nicely with this candle. We'll just have to see how it reacts on this FVG. Is my answer to that. I don't trade gold too much. I'm mainly Euro USD, GBP USD. So I don't have like a clear answer on gold. Just whilst we wait for this trade to tap us in, I do want to mention that we currently have a 30% discount on funded by traders right now, and we also have a buy one get one free on your smaller accounts. We have 24/7 customer support, and we're the only firm in the industry to give you an account manager for your challenges. An account manager is someone you can contact on Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram, phone number, whichever you want, to basically talk to them about support on your account or support in general. So yeah, that's just my little plug. We don't have MT5, but MT5 is going to get stripped from a lot of prop firms, even the ones that have their own brokerages. So it's just not worth the hassle in us getting it now than having to remove it in 2 months' time. I would say Match Trader is just, well, it's better if you're using a computer to trade on. If you're using phone, C-Trade is just as good as MT5. Let's see what 9:30 does. Yeah, I'll head over to Nav.
Perfect smile. Someone who's out every weekday in her dad's new car. You tell me I shouldn't stress out, say it's not that hard, but I just got a feeling this will leave an ugly scar. If you say she's nothing to worry about, then why'd you close your eyes?
Well, this first candle looked like it dumped. I do think it's just going to continue going down, like I said. We've already had that manipulation to the upsides if you look at the 5-minute time frame. I don't think it's going to... basically, when we have the manipulation before 9:30, the distribution is going to happen at 9:30. Rather than like the standards, oh, wait for the 9:30 Judas swing. It already happens at 9:30, and that's why I said that. Earlier. The only point you can really sell off is, I guess, put a limit there, but that's never going to hit. So you probably have to wait for something to happen with this 5-minute candle, or you could go super aggressive on the 1 minute, but I don't think that's a good idea, personally. Breaker on 2 minutes? I don't even have the 2-minute time frame. This one. Sorry, Luca, who uses the 2-minute? Who uses the 2-minute time frame? just a clearer 1 minute. Yeah, I stick to the. To be honest, I live on the 15-minute time frame now. The 15-minute and the 4 hour is my happy place. So on the 2 minute, right, you'd literally just be entering what off of this? Or what? Would your entry literally be here, or would you wait for there to be like another candle close, or what would you be doing? SMT's on highs. Are you looking at ES as well? Yeah, I wouldn't be selling right now. What's happening with this? Hopefully it just doesn't pump off of this FVG. But we never know. I can't stream for too much longer because I need to get on some calls for FBT. But I'm not going to change my limit. It's going to be here. If it gets to like another hour's time and it hasn't hit, I'll just remove it. But yeah, I'll stream for a couple more minutes if anyone's got any questions before I go, and then I am going to have to end. Before I do end the stream, if you've got any questions about either trading questions, FBT, anything, please do put it in the chat now. If no questions come in within the next minute or so, I am going to end the stream. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that neck click, Jesus Christ. See you, Luca. Have a good day. Back tomorrow at London? Yes. I'm sorting the group out as well. I've literally got 1 or 2 calls or meetings after this, and then I'll sort everything out. London session tomorrow, let me just have a quick look. What day is it? Tuesday. Yeah, we got news at 3, London should be good. So about 8 AM UK time tomorrow, I'll be on. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Thank you for joining. First stream didn't go too badly. See you in a bit.